if you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you guys are interested in a personal session, check out my website, readingswithbreanne.com. Let's dive into the topic for today. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. It's always a pleasure to be able to connect with you guys and look into your guys' topics. So today is actually a viewer's request. I've had a message about doing a tarot card pull on Donald Trump, but specifically for this upcoming April 4th, and I'm cutting it tight. I'm filming this on April 3rd. And you know, I think for a broader perspective, I'm going to look into the overall energy for April. But this is in relations to Joni Patri. She is, I believe she is an incredible astrologer. I do watch her channel every now and then. I think she's fantastic. And she posted a video regarding the planetary alignment when it comes to Donald Trump, RFK Jr., and some of the really tense astrological alignments here. And a lot of what was in Donald Trump on April 4th was similar energy, or if not the same, maybe planetary transits. Forgive me if I'm wrong, I'm not super knowledgeable with Vedic astrology, but she did talk about having certain, let's say, Uranus on his midheaven, linked with another dangerous star, and a lot of this was also linked to planetary alignments back on July 13th when there was an attempted assassination. So we're going to be pulling the cards today and just look at the energy specifically for April 4th for Donald Trump, and then we're also going to look at RFK Jr. as well, and just look at the energies of April as well to see what's going on here. All right, lovely souls. So let's dive right in. We're going to just see what comes up here. Spirit, what can you tell us when it comes to Donald Trump and these upcoming astrological alignments on April 4th? What can you share with us? Unseen. Something unseen, you guys. The Mountain, and we have the Box. All right. So let's see what tarot cards come out when it comes to the energy of Trump. Is there anything to be concerned about with these astrological alignment on April 4th, specifically looking at that day? Specifically April 4th, Spirit, what can you tell us? Ten of Wands. It's definitely a heavy energy, you guys. Ooh, we got the Strength, though. I do like to see that in the situation. Wheel of Fortune. Faded energy here. Queen of Swords. The Star. See, every time I've ever pulled on Donald Trump, yes, I have in the past also got energies of a potential another attempt. But every time I pull, I really do get he is very protected. I mean, I'm not trying to say this as a big Trump fan or anything of that matter, but he does have a very specific mission to do, whether you like him or not. It's very faded here. The Tower. So I have to say, ooh, 5 of Pentacles in the back. There definitely is a very tense energy alignment on April 4th when it comes to Donald Trump here. I have to say there's definitely something about this day that we do not see coming, okay? We have that unseen energy. And again, there are lots of forces that want to contain him, get rid of him, put him in a box. Because, you know, he does hold, I feel like, a lot of knowledge, and that is something that is very feared. So it goes much deeper than that, of course. But if we look at the energy of him and how's that going to play out for April 4th, I mean, I do see this as being a very strained energy. I mean, him as the 10 of Wands, it's not fun. It's really a heavy burden. It is an overwhelming energy, and I feel like he absolutely has to be cautious. I'm sure he has great protection and a lot of security and support, but there is something going on behind the scenes, you guys. I'm almost wondering, again, this is all alleged. This is a perspective that I'm sharing with you guys. You can take it, you can leave it. Okay, please use your discernment. But when we look at the Queen of Swords, I'm actually wondering if there is a female or feminine energy that is involved with this upcoming, maybe potential incident. I don't think it's going to work. I again see him very protected, especially with the star as the outcome. But there is a big disappointment. There is a tower moment happening here. Whether this happens on April 4th or sometime in April, you know, it's really hard to say 100%. This is just an energy report, but this is specifically, my intentions are for tomorrow, April 4th. So again, the Queen of Swords is somebody that is, it's like calculated. I feel like a calculated move that's happening here behind the scenes. And it could be, it's a cold energy. So that's why I feel like it could potentially be a woman that is calculating or ready to act on something. Okay. Now, if we move forward though, and we look at this Strength card, the Strength as the situation is showing, it's like controlled power. So I do think that there are some forces at play, or maybe some are even holding themselves back. This is kind of like poise, control. This isn't like sloppy energy. It's very calculated. And it's a sense of holding back a bit. It's like waiting to that exact moment. So again, does that mean it's similar to what happened on July 13th? It's a possibility. I mean, I don't know for sure if that's going to play out kind of in a similar way as it did before, but there is somebody making a calculated move here. So again, with the outcome though, we absolutely have divine guidance, we have healing, we have protection, but it does come after a collapse. So there is a potential here where I feel like he could actually, you know, there may be a potential of him being injured or something happening, but he is still protected here. I know, like, look at over here, 5 of Pentacles in the cold. Maybe there's something here that happens to his foot or, you know what I mean? It's some kind of being out in the cold, and there is a tower moment. So overall, I think that there is something that is absolutely coming up tomorrow. So just sending lots of love and protection for that day, for everyone around, for his family as well. I think Joni also pulled on that video on his children and everyone. It seems like everyone within his immediate circle there does have a lot of intense energy. So I have to say there is a big shakeup, and I have to agree with her based off of what the tarot say here. Again, it's a sense of the tower, again, something suddenly striking, him becoming, you know, an ill, or this is a fall. I don't know who it was, but I feel like there was a very popular psychic or something. I don't know if it was the one that Brandon who made the prediction about his ear and the bullet going past his ear. I don't know if he made another prediction about a woman, a blonde woman. And, you know, I do have a woman energy here, and she does have light hair. So there could be, again, a female involved in something that is coming up here. But again, I mean, we can pull a couple more cards here. Just looking at the overall outcome of this on how is Donald's safety? What does that look like, Spirit? So let's see what else, Spirit. Can you confirm, how does Donald's safety look on April 4th? I mean, the stars are aligning here. Look at that. But unfortunately, they're not aligning in a great way. That being said, there is healing after this tower moment. So I do still think he's going to be okay. But what can you share with us? There is a very heavy energy, Spirit. The Magician, and it's in reversed, and I don't have any cards reversed here, so usually with this deck. So again, this is manipulation, trying to disconnect here. 5 of Wands, battles. Oh my gosh, you guys. 8 of Swords, the Empress, and the Eight of Wands with, again, the Ten of the Cups. So I'm also wondering if this is pinpointing to potentially one of his children or somebody in his family that is, you know, if they can't get to him, they're going to get to people that are close to him. And astrologically, looking at the alignments, it looks like all of the children, I think all of the children, have a really tough energy within the chart. So I have to say, yes, I do think we can expect, unfortunately, some chaotic energy tomorrow. You know, so definitely my heart goes out to everyone. But it's like rapid fire, something rapid fire coming in, a lot of conflict and manipulation. So there is a sense of trapping, having somebody restricted, and you know, regardless, I do see them being protected here, but I'm almost wondering too, if some of the kids are targeted. That's what I feel, like Eight of Wands, like targeting multiple of them, because we also have the Ten of Cups on the back. So it's gonna be tough, you guys. I do see this as being really chaotic and tough. Big battles here. So let's see here. Again, I'm going to pull on, should we pull a couple on the kids? I'm not going to go through each one, but let's see, based off of what we just got there, Spirit, what can you share about April 4th when it comes to Donald Trump's kids, or let's say family, Donald Trump's immediate family? What can you share? Is there something happening or going down there? The Crone, the Warrior, and the comic. Interesting. Not sure why that came out, but look at empty room too. We had empty room, and then we also had a box before. So let's see what the tarot has to say. What can you share, Spirit, when it comes to Donald Trump's children and Melania, let's say immediate family? What can you share with us on the April 4th? Are there any unseen situations happening when it's involving the children? Seven of Pentacles. Four of Swords. It's kind of a confirmation of yes. Yes. But look there's a lot of protection here, you guys, still. So it's almost like, yes, there is an incident that happens that kind of, I mean, you know, especially with the Four of Swords energy here, this could represent some kind of a collapse, like a forced collapse, maybe a hospitalization. It is definitely that. I feel like after the Tower, the Four of Swords comes, right? That's kind of how I'm seeing it. It's like the Tower moment and the Four of Swords, but this is also a very protected energy. So on the grand scheme of things, I think everybody's going to be okay, but I do think that there could absolutely be some conflict when it comes to either Trump or one of the children. I feel like it could be more pinpointed towards Trump during April 4th, but it's like we're not out of the storm yet, because there is still something happening, somebody doing something involving the family or pinpointing the family here. So I do think there could absolutely be a potential, maybe a travel incident as well. Look, we have the Chariot with the Five of Pentacles yet again underneath it, you guys. So I mean, we all know there's been a crazy amount of, let's say, plane crashes and those sort of incidents. So I'm not sure if there's, you know, some of the family that could be traveling that day, but there could be a travel incident potentially tomorrow or within April involving the children or somebody in his immediate family. So that does come out here, but I also get my really big Archangel Michael card. This is protection, divine protection. So it does feel like still a really solid energy that they are being protected here. So that's what I have for you for the Trump family. Let's pull on RFK Jr. and see what's coming out there. Again, I believe Joni talked a lot about him having a really difficult chart for April 4th as well. So let's see, what do we have, Spirit? Let's pull an oracle here. What can you share with us when it comes to RFK Jr., Spirit? RFK Jr. on April 4th. Are there any unforeseen forces? Empty room again. Unforeseen forces. It's like one of those things where something happens but nobody sees what happens, right? Unforeseen forces. You guys, the unseen yet again came out. Zach 2 cards and the Mountain. And we do have the Poet energy that wanted to come out. Interesting. Okay, so I do get yet a very, very similar energy. We haven't pulled the tarot yet, but when it comes to Kennedy, similar energy on April 4th, you guys. Can I get a confirmation? What is the overall energy for Kennedy, for RFK Jr., for April 4th, Spirit? What can you share with us? Six of Pentacles. It's like something's being planned here. The Wheel of Fortune. He's got the Strength too. The Emperor, there's that Trump card. And it's kind of that off-worlding energy. So I don't actually get anything too severe when it comes to RFK. Let's kind of dissect this a little bit more. I'm going to pull a couple clarifiers. Just a couple here. Can you confirm, Spirit, the energies of RFK for April 4th? I do see him again being very protected here. But it does look like there is some kind of unseen situation happening behind the scenes when we look at the 2 of Cups on the back. So this is someone planning, this is going in together. It's like a partner of crime, collaboration. So some kind of energy where somebody is planning something. But again, we have the Strength in the outcome, aspected by that Trump energy and the off-worlding energy or representation of children. What else can you share about RFK Jr., Spirit? You guys see that? King of Swords, Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. So there is somebody planning something. 6 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and 8 of Pentacles. Back of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. I have to say though, I do see him being okay as well. I feel like they're able to usher him off. We got the Strength and the 6 of Swords. So I still see him being very protected here. So again, I think with RFK here, we do have that 6 of Pentacles and the King of Swords as well. I feel like his presence and his messages are triggering a lot. And he's really giving a voice to some suppressed narratives there. So this is definitely activating a lot of tension. But again, I mean, the fact that we have let's say in a situation, we have 7 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands. It is somebody trying to plan and put together something, especially the fact that we have the unseen again. So these are definitely, again, very linked between Trump and it feels like RFK here. Somebody's working behind the scenes, absolutely here. Allegedly. But again, 7 of Pentacles is usually that waiting, the patience. That was a similar energy with Trump. It's like they're waiting to strike. It's like very pinpointed, very calculative. Remember, Queen of Swords. Now we have a King of Swords. So maybe this is a male and a female working together. But there is a sense of very calculated moves when it comes to this really heightened tension for him. So again, kind of moving forward with the strength though, I do see this as him overcoming this. So there's nothing here to really panic. Like from what I see here, I don't see this as a panicky energy. I feel like he's, if anything is to happen, he's able to be ushered out and moved away from a chaotic situation here. Maybe I'll have to do a video just on him because I'm really drawn to that poet energy here too. And this with the King of Swords feels like him expressing and you know, giving a lot of clarity and bringing a lot of truth out. So quite interesting. What's aspecting this again? We've got 9 of Cups, the Emperor, and then we have the 8 of Pentacles with that off-worlding energy. So this could even be certain factions, or like, I know this sounds a little crazy, but potentially maybe even off-world factions that really are shaking in their boots because, you know, when certain individuals, whether you guys like them or not, are kind of that pathway for explaining and giving perspectives and showing truth and voicing truth, it really kind of pulls back from certain individuals' power, because when these truths come out, there's a sense of, you know, they can't control the narratives anymore. They can't control the people. And the way that they do control them is by putting them in fear, by making us feel like we're small, making us feel like we don't have a voice. But then you have people coming out and, you know, shedding a bit of light on certain topics and pathways. And I see this with RFK here. With that being said, I think I'll kind of actually, we were going to look at the rest of the energy for April, because that was just specifically for April 4th. So with that being said, I have to say I see both Trump and RFK, or their families, they're still being, even if there is some kind of a unfortunate incident with the alignments, I really wouldn't be surprised. Like Joni Batri was saying, very intense, very detrimental energy. But I do still see everyone as being protected. Okay, so that's what I see. But let's just do a final report. This will just be on, let's say, both of them in general, and then we'll see what comes out. But what can we say about April in general when it comes to Trump and RFK? Spirit, what can you show us about the overall energy with Trump and RFK Jr.? What can you show us, Spirit, for the rest of April? Oh boy, you guys, we do have the Death card. So the thing is, we have the Death card, we have the Judge, we have the Sword, and we have the Sustainer. And I was getting the Ace of Swords too, and sometimes swords, like when I'm seeing it right now, like this could indicate an injury, a life-threatening injury here in April. The Death card is there, you guys. So, I mean, let's see, what else can you show us, Spirit? What else can you reveal for the rest of April when it comes to Trump, RFK Jr., the families? What can you show us? Ace of Swords, again, I was seeing, like, we've got swords and we have the Ace of Swords. The Hermit. Death right in the center. Like, oh boy. This is so interesting. You guys, this is incredible. Okay, we have yet the Tower on the back of the deck. Okay, and we also have the Sword. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Judge. And we have the Justice. Like, the chance to get all this energy out with the oracles and the tarot are incredible. So again, this is really tough, you guys. Really tough. But this is right front and center. There is something that is about to happen, or there's something that is about to collapse or, you know, take off here. And not in a good way, unfortunately. again, having the outcome as the Knight of Wands, and having it aspected by the Justice and the Queen of Cups does show some pretty decent energy. It's like kind of the Hermit being whisked off into solitude for protection here. There was, when I pulled the one deck here, there was the Empress that came out, and the Empress actually really did look like Melania. So, you know, we have that Queen of Cups energy here as well. So is there a certain situation that happens with Melania? I mean, with all the conflicted energies, there's definitely, I mean, I gotta say, there's some really, really intense alignments from what it looks like. And the cards are absolutely confirming that. So, you know what, you guys, we also have, this is incredible. This is incredible. The fact that we have the Death card, we have 3 oracles and 3 tarot cards that came out the same. That's very, very unique. And we have the Sustainer, and the Sustainer, I mean, we could absolutely link that with the Queen. I feel like the Queen of Cups or the Hermit as well. But you know, I do see the Ace of Swords again as being, you know, usually this is a really good energy, but looking at what is aspecting the rest of the cards and the alignments, it could be some kind of a accident involving maybe metal. Again, that could represent maybe a car or a travel accident. This could even be a medical procedure. So there could be some kind of near death or life-threatening incident that does happen. And somebody is kind of, you know, gonna have to be in hermit mode here while they are recovering. But I still do see whatever's happening, I see a recovery happen here, especially with this. So, I mean, it's not great energy read because it's super chaotic, and it does seem like there could actually be something very awful that does happen. But at the end of the day, the bigger picture is I still do see a lot of protection. Okay, so intense April, you guys, intense. Wow. Wow. Let me know what you guys think, but the Tower and all of these sudden chaotic energies that are coming out are definitely confirming that alignment that Joni Patry was talking about. So again, I wanted to thank you guys for joining me here, sending love and light. And again, we can as a collective come together and also put those good intentions from our hearts. So I will be doing that from my end, and I encourage you guys to do the same. But lots of love to all you guys. If you have any comments, questions, or any topic ideas, feel free to comment down below, or you guys can send me an email, and I'm more than happy to look into that for you guys. So lots of love, and until next time, bye for now.